If you ain't into breaking chicken, you can get about my business. This that real pimpin' east side, straight about the trenches. I'm that nigga you can't see, I specialize in breaking women. Gotta get it how I get it, you ain't with it, you can kick it. I'ma tell you what it is and what it ain't. I ain't finna take you on no date, lil' babe. You got two options, work a job or hit the blade. What you wanna do? Either way, I'm the one that's receiving all the pay. Money management services is what I orchestrate. Watch me boss your life up once you choose up with the play. I ain't interested in sex, I strictly want the severed heads. House cats the only thing that's sleeping inside my bed. Ain't got the time for relations, baby, I'm a businessman. Trying to see how much I can make off selling tuna cans. So we gon' get along good if you into tricking men. Just don't go against the grain if you wanna see us win.
Hey man, 1000 Ways to Pimp out now, all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music. Make sure you snatch that up, add it to your playlist.
Himron, little baby, so you better come correct. I ain't nothing like these niggas, gotta earn all my respect. Watch your lip with open ears, I might just break you off some bread. This a different type of motion when you choose it with the man. If you ain't into selling kidding, I can let you run a business. It's 1000 ways to pimp. We sell a place up out the kitchen. She my type, she like to listen. Might just buy her bread extensions. She don't test me, know the limits, so we never ever trippin'. I can put you in position, I'm a high value man. Pimpin' ain't dead, it just moved to OnlyFans. Only way I'll trust a bitch if she give me all the bands. That's how I know we locked in, yeah, we forever gon' win. Who you texting on that phone, it better be about some paper. I got trust issues, baby, so don't put me in no danger. I'ma kill you and them niggas if you ever try to play me. I need that money fast, so is you gon' be my hoe, baby, huh?
I need that money fast, baby. Hey, and don't slow down. I need that money fast, baby. Yeah. Man, been pushing pieces. I came out the P, nigga. Real TYP shit, nigga. Yeah. 1000 Ways to Pimp is out now, all platforms, man. Spotify, Apple Music. Add it to your playlist and run it up. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, new visual out now on the music channel, TYP Cam Music, man. Make sure you add it to your playlist and run it up, man. Let's get into these reactions, though, man. Don't know how long I'm gonna be on here, dog. I ain't had a long day. I mean, I really could have been putting in work, had videos out, but you know, I've been loafing. Nigga just be trying to enjoy his little 5-day weekend. You know what I'm saying? I don't go back to work till Monday. You know what I'm saying? I got one more day left. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? Hey, at least Christmas is over. You dig what I'm saying, though? You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gotta deliver all these packages, though. But I'll just give y'all a little recap on my day. I've been chilling. We got that fresh cut, as y'all see, man. Fresh cut cam in the building. Went and hit that gym today, and then after the gym, bro, I went to the park. I went to the park and I played basketball. Well, I ain't touched the ball in a good year. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I was getting buckets though. I lost 2 of the 2 games I played, but the last one, this fuck nigga wasn't even on the court, bro. This nigga was all the way at this nigga wasn't even playing, bro. One of our teammates was not even playing, bro. That shit pissed me off, bro. I told that nigga to get the fuck off the court. Somebody else had to jump in, and we ended up losing that game. We would have won, though, because we was up. Whole time, we didn't even know we was playing 4 versus 5. This bitch-ass nigga down on the other end, mingling. You know what I'm saying? with spectators. Nigga out over there mingling with spectators like he one of them. You know what I'm saying? So we ended up losing that game. But at this point, I'm a little bit tired. I got some energy though. We gonna knock some videos out though, man. So let's see what we got. We actually gonna do the title of this stream first. So let's get into it, man.
FaZe, who I consider.
Oh, this the FaZe nigga. This the FaZe nigga, huh?
FaZe, who I consider the biggest streaming group in the world, is officially over. And I'm gonna say
Is that
this,
right?
one of the reasons why they ended is quite possibly the most hilarious thing you've ever heard in your life. Not hilarious,
Is that right?
Like, ha ha, but hilarious. Like, some people got some nerves, bro. If you were on Twitter yesterday, then your timeline looked like this, where you had some notable FaZe members like Silky, Ronaldo, Jason, where they posted that they have left FaZe Clan.
Damn.
But them posting left FaZe Clan and only that also turned into a meme, and you had other people just doing it just because. Plagueboy Max left FaZe back in August, so he wasn't part of this new FaZe breakup. However, he still went on stream that night before anybody else. So I don't think any other FaZe members have spoken about this, but Max went on stream and he broke down why he left FaZe and what he feels like is wrong with FaZe and why he feels like everybody left. And reasons that he brought on was, FaZe is controlling. They kind of control every aspect of your life. He spoke on certain situations where FaZe introduced him to a manager, and then FaZe made him fire the manager if he wanted to stay in FaZe, things of that sort. Now, I consider Plagueboy Max leaving FaZe as...
Wait, let me hear that right. He said what?
FaZe is controlling. They kind of control every aspect of your life. He spoke on certain situations where FaZe introduced him to a manager, and then FaZe made him fire the manager.
FaZe introduced him to a manager and made him fire the manager?
If he wanted to stay in FaZe.
If he wanted to stay? Y'all the one gave me the manager. The hell, bro, I'm already losing my sound effects, man. You can't make this up, bro. I hate this MacBook. Bro, I love it, but I hate it, dog. Like, what the... Bro. That don't make no sense, bro.
Things of that sort. Now, I consider Plagueboy Max leaving FaZe as the beginning of the end.
How much control do we
y'all
have
hear it go out?
How much control do they have over us? Move into January. Y'all know I started 365. Someone at FaZe had introduced me to my old manager, Brandon. Shout out Brandon. Was working with Brandon from about November to January. Y'all probably seen him, tall white boy with hair. You feel me? Yeah, 153. Oops. Brandon had falling out with person who introduced me. And person who introduced me tells me, according to my assistant and my creative director at the time, who were sitting in on all calls because they're on my team, tell me I have to fire my manager and get rid of him, or I can't be here, when they're the person who introduced me.
Okay, so it wasn't so much like it was orchestrated by FaZe. It was somebody in FaZe that recommended him in a sense.
Video proof as well of this meeting. They were there. This is information my assistants are just telling me. After that happens, I stayed. Shout out to Brandon. He just wanted the best for me, wanted me to be as good as I could possibly be. We're still cool. I got introduced to a new manager, as y'all know. I come back to LA after New York. All that happened in New York. And, everything's cool. I'm cool with the boys, you feel me? Me and the boys cool, but it's just like, damn, like, it was a weird air for a little while, you know what I'm saying? But everything got patched up, because at the end of the day, we bros and we love each other. Like, you feel me?
Is that right? Y'all love each other, huh?
I love you. Jason, I love you. Dap, I love you.
That's more concerning than I think Plagueboy Max even knew. My manager is my buffer between me and the business. My manager is somebody who goes out and seeks deals for me, who goes out and work out certain things business-wise that benefits me. And FaZe is still a business, right? I'm still somebody who still has a contractual obligation with FaZe, the business. So if my manager is somebody who's supposed to be working in my best interest, and then
in this bootleg ass industry, bro, I wouldn't trust a manager.
You guys tell me y'all don't like him, so I should fire him or else I can't be in FaZe. That's kind of crazy because my manager is somebody who's supposed to be working on my behalf. So whenever I get a manager that y'all don't like to deal with or y'all don't like for whatever reason, or let's say he's making it hard for you guys to F me over, What, like I gotta fire him and get a guy that's more agreeable with you guys, or else like what? Like I can't be in phase. To me, that's more crazy than Plague Boy Max knew, and he should have left then. But apparently, he stayed. Plague Boy Max's cousin
Who
took
the
to his
fuck is
stream
this?
to explain.
Hey, hey, yo, ooh, yeah, yo. Oh, Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Hey, this might crash everything. Let me try it though. Okay, we still live. We still recording. OBS still open. I'm trying to get my sound effects back. It's not gonna come on. I gotta close the whole. Anyways,
Else, like what? Like I can't be in phase. To me, that's more crazy than Plague Boy
this
Max
is
knew, and
cousin.
he should have left then. But apparently, he stayed. Plague Boy Max's cousin
Hey,
took to
yo.
his stream to explain how FaZe finessed Plague Boy Max out of $400,000. And while explaining this, the only thing that I could think about is, yeah, this is why you should not get a manager that your employer likes. Like, you should not get a manager that your employer or somebody who's paying you love doing business with. Okay, you usually get the
If his employer why would they want to get rid of him if they scamming $400,000? What? This already don't make no sense.
that your employer or somebody who's paying you love doing business with. Okay, you usually get the manager that's annoying to them, that makes it hard for them. Because of course they wanted Plague Boy Max to change manager, right? So they could finesse him more, right? They could finesse him easier.
You see how Max is a partner of Spotify, right? He did not have that sponsorship.
He's
at
a
first.
partner?
FaZe did. And this is how it happened. They redid Max's house, right? Redid his shit. And they're like, yo, can we put up the Spotify shit for this video? It's sponsored. Max is like, yeah, whatever, that's cool. After the video, I'm like, yo, take that shit down. You're not getting paid, nigga. These niggas start saying, nah, this shit hard as fuck, bro. Like, that should just look good and make it official, bro, to Spotify, da-da-da. This shit look official. I'm looking at this nigga. And this is where I'm like, how does Max have ego? Because this nigga like, yeah, this shit is a little hard. This is official. How does a nigga like, I'm like, gang, you're Plague Boy Max. You can get that yourself. And if you want to split it, that's cool. What the fuck?
Can he?
So this is where, we end up taking it down. Little do we know they're selling his identity without letting him know. And so Max ends up leaving FaZe. We only knew this because he left FaZe. He got the deal on Spotify. They dropped FaZe and gave it to Max. Guess how much this was for?
They gave him a deal.
400 bands for 5 months. Niggas about to run off a half the ticket off of it. Half the ticket off of it. Chat, just so this makes sense, imagine LeBron James and the Lakers working together, and the Lakers take all the money from a commercial with Beats. Imagine LeBron is wearing a Lakers jersey, and he's wearing his Beats. And so LeBron and the Lakers are like, okay, we'll break this off, but da-da-da-da-da. Imagine the Lakers take all the money, LeBron gets nothing. What the?
Now, he don't even understand that's exactly what happens in the NBA. And that's why we say, even though people like LeBron James and Steph Curry gets paid almost $100 million a year, they're still underpaid. LeBron James don't get paid when the NBA put those sponsorships and on their jerseys. They don't get paid at all, right?
Well,
when the
team
put the sponsors on those jerseys, they don't get paid. But now I'm usually not a fan, to be honest. I'm not usually a fan of this, of the broke family members coming online to discuss business. All right,
Nigga called him a broke family. What the fuck?
Input their opinions when it comes to business. Right, I'm usually not a fan of it. All right, but
that's more disrespectful than my reaction, nigga. but look, listen to the but.
To discuss business. All right, or when the broke family members want to input their opinions.
That's wild.
Business. Right, I'm usually not a fan of it. All right,
but
in this case, he's 100% right.
Shut up.
You gotta
nigga.
understand contextually. This was around the time where Plague Boy Max was doing these in the booth streams with the biggest artists in the world. This is when Pink Dreads was popping. Plague Boy Max at that time had the hottest music show on the planet. You think a DSP like Spotify wasn't rushing to their desk asking Plague Boy Max, whatever you need, bro, we got you. Let's get a sponsorship going on before another DSP come and get you? Of course.
Like who? Apple Music?
They were. Max didn't.
Deezer, my nigga. Title. I don't know if they got 400K to just give out like that.
FaZe got that deal.
To Plaqueboy Max, that nigga music ain't all that now. Huh.
Of course they were. Max didn't need FaZe. FaZe got that deal that was a Plaqueboy Max deal, and they ate off the deal, and they told Plaqueboy Max, you should keep it up because it just looks cool. Nah,
well, you gotta know what kind of deals you're signing, man. That's why you don't have assistants. That's why you don't have managers. You know what I'm saying? That you just give and put all your trust into as if they're gonna read the entire contract like it's you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta read the fine print, bro. You sign a deal. FaZe is entitled to a portion of the proceeds, nigga. That's just how it go.
Max, you should keep it up because it just looks cool. Nah, that right there is what you call corporate finesse, which is why, bro, you gotta have a manager who's on their behinds and don't let them get a good night rest ever. Because these corporate monsters only get a good night rest when they in your pockets finessing you, bruh. That's it. But Plaqueboy Max stayed through it all. He stayed when they finessed him. He stayed when they made him fire his manager. He stayed. But he ultimately left, and the straw that broke the camel's back was apparently when FaZe Banks, who is, I guess, the owner of FaZe, when he called Plaqueboy Max the N-word.
Nah, nigga in the chat said it only hits more. Cause it's relatable, cause you're broke. That's funny. That's funny.
Now, I believe when Plaqueboy Max left, that right there gave everybody else their escape route. Once Plaqueboy Max left, that's when I consider FaZe over. Even though they went on to have success, I think when Max left, that's when everybody else was saying, okay, I'm going to be leaving soon. It's just a matter of time. But so the beginning to the end all started over the N-word.
Is that right?
Max and Banks got in an argument, a crazy argument. They hang up. He calls other FaZe members and says, "F this nigga. F this nigga."
Wait, so hold on.
They hang up. He calls other FaZe members.
Hold on.
A crazy argument. They hang up.
Hold on.
Banks got in an argument.
He said
all
who?
Started
Banks?
Over the N-word.
Max and Banks got in an argument. A crazy
Max
argument.
and FaZe Banks.
They hang up. He calls other FaZe members and says, "F this nigga. F this nigga."
Is that right?
He says, "F this nigga." That was his last straw of like, oh no.
And what he done was run to other FaZe members. I told y'all, bro, this it's only a matter of time, bro. FaZe had a good long run though, but as you see, it's really not a lot of them. I think FaZe Banks is an OG. It's not a lot of the I never even watched them niggas. Never once in life came across my algorithm, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know nothing about FaZe, to be real, bro. Who's day one, who's not? You know what I'm saying? But that just goes to show how these internet groups, AMP running strong right now. That DCR, whatever that nigga name is, they be doing them little skits, but they kind of like they from the same hometown type shit. When you get into this business, this industry with these people, bro, you sign to FaZe, my nigga. You open yourself up for them calling the other FaZe members and say, fuck this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a fake industry, bro. It's a fake business. No, you over here talking about, I love you. Nigga, they don't love you. You know, there's no loyalty. There's no respect. Once things don't go how everybody wants it to go, now it's fuck the next person. Now that's why you see people dropping videos on the next person. You know what I'm saying? Cause none of these people even know each other, bro. They're co-workers.
Over the N-word.
Max and Banks got in an argument, a crazy argument. They hang up. He calls other FaZe members and says, "F this nigga."
Hey, you must want to get blocked. I don't block people. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You're watching me at the end of the day. I'm not watching you, bro. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta prove nothing to nobody on this motherfucker. I know who I'm is, boy.
This nigga. He says, F this nigga. That was his last straw of like, oh nah, cause now it's like, gang, you overly playing with me. And it gets worse. This nigga is called, when Max left, he called him like, yo bro, why you leaving? Why you leaving?
So did he call him a GA regardless? That word shouldn't even be coming out his mouth. And that was FaZe Banks that said that shit. So he called him a GA or a GR or a ER.
Like, yo bro, the last reason for real was, you called me a nigga. You know what this response?
Man, I was just, like I told y'all when I first started the stream, I was hooping at the park, bro. Man, tell me why these little niggas, it was a little black nigga. I'm hooping with some young niggas. They still in high school. They over at college. Well, one of them was saying it. He was throwing around the ER word. I was just thinking to myself, man, like all these videos I react to, I ain't even say nothing to little dude. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking to myself, like, wow, that's crazy. And all you doing is, I should have said something to him. All you doing is these other white people that's hooping with you, you setting yourself up for them to call you a ER. You know what I'm saying? Oh, when they call you one, it ain't cool though.
Left, he called him like, yo bro, why you leaving? Why you leaving? He was giving all the reason. He's like, yo bro, the last reason for real was, you called me a nigga. You know what this response was like? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? What? And he's like, bro,
who told on him?
It doesn't matter. I know you said that shit. I know you said that shit.
All he worried about is who told on him.
He's like, bro, I was angry, but keep it a buck, bro. That's not the reason you left FaZe. Keep it a buck. Don't put that on me, bro. You know I'm going through a lot, bro. You know I love you. You're going through a lot. I'm going through a lot. Don't put that on me, bro. Max like, yo, bro, I'm not gonna expose that shit. Like, it don't matter. Like, I'm gonna take that on the chin. I don't care, bro. I'll be the evil nigga. But you said that shit. He's like, if I did, it wasn't on no racist shit, bro. Like, what?
The worst part about
If I did, it wasn't that, so you did say it.
this,
You just told on yourself. And was worried about who told on you, though. And so that you can go be mad at them. Man, people, bro, this is why, man, I got trust issues, bro. I have a hard time making friends because of shit like this, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But
Jeez Louise.
he's like, if I did, it wasn't on no racist shit, bro. Like, what?
the worst part about this, FaZe Banks is on Twitter right now defending his N-word usage. Pretty much blaming Pipeboy Max himself for being called the N-word. Now, FaZe Banks don't understand, like a lot of non-black people don't understand. Now, your friends allowing you to say the N-word as a term of endearment, they're still wrong for that as well. That's still raccoon activities, because why you're allowing anybody who's not black to say the N-word, that's still crazy and flawed. But it's one thing to say it as a term of endearment, and it's another to be filled with rage and anger and the spirits of
See that really depends in a way, you know. I mean,
your ancestors.
a nigga like FaZe, he ain't got no business saying that. He ain't never grew up with no black friends or nothing like that, bro. And even then, bro, it's some white people out there, man, non-black people. They grew up like that. They grew up in the hood around black people, whatever. They still don't use it. You know what I'm saying? It's more respectable if you don't. You know?
To be filled with rage and anger and the spirits of your ancestors.
Shouts
And
out
you
to
pick up
Michigan,
that
man.
phone and you call that
Oh, that's
black man
Hollywood
that
Street.
N-word,
Shouts
bro.
out to Hollywood Street, man. Fucks with you, bro.
That's a little different than saying it as a term of endearment. And you can see how they may allow you to say it as a term of endearment around them, and then once you cross that line, you can never come around them again. You understand that. Obviously, you don't understand it. Because FaZe Banks will take to his Twitter, instead of taking accountability, he decided he was going to expose private messages and DMs from Pipeboy Max talking about other popular streamers in an attempt to destroy him and ruin him.
No.
And then he continued to blame Plaqueboy Max for him calling him the N-word, which is just crazy.
Proving everything that I said 100% right yesterday. This streamer brain is real. They are actors. And he jumped on this opportunity not because he cares about anything.
And so YouTubers and TikTokers and rappers and 99.9% of people in media aren't. Get the fuck out of here. Including you.
They are actors. And he jumped on this opportunity not because he cares about anything that I've done or cares about anything that I've said. It's because it makes the most sense. Kick me while I'm down and farm this phase and suck as much as he can out of it. And that's what they do. And that's just a fact. Anybody that argues against that is fried. This whole thing, like I said yesterday, fried.
I didn't even know FaZe had black people in it. I thought FaZe was just some white people. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to get into the conversation. I'm going to show you guys right now. And you guys...
Black folks, y'all watch FaZe? Y'all used to?
We're going to get into the conversation.
These niggas ain't never popped in my algorithm, bro. No matter all the years I've always heard these niggas' name go around, they've never popped in mine.
Show you guys right now. And you guys tell me if this looks like a conversation between two parties that have an issue with each other. All right, so here we are. Here's my conversation with Max, July 28th. This is when that whole thing where he heard that I said, "F y'all, blanks." Again, this wasn't aimed toward Max. This wasn't said at Max. There was never any sort of like racist connotation toward this word being used ever. Saw people talking about hard R and shit. No, that's all noise. Absolutely not. What Max's initial response to
Is
it
that
was,
right?
"Hey, stream speak highly of you. Shit doesn't need to be brought to light. You don't have to worry at all. Like I said, I apologize for the tweet." I said, "Max, you don't got to say all that. I would never speak ill about anything publicly. Breaks my heart, crushes me, whatever."
Let's get into this buffoonery. So he's showing private messages between him and Plaqueboy Max so he could prove that Plaqueboy Max was cool with him after he said the N-word, and now they're exposing him because they're mad at him. But Plaqueboy Max didn't have an issue with it, and if he did, he's still calling me and texting me and saying he loved me and called me bro and asked me for advice in business. I'm sorry, buddy. Like, I'm not expecting a 22-year-old to be so rooted, grounded, and principled in his identity.
Nigga, what that gotta do with anything age? Like, you far from 22. What are you, 30, 38, nigga?
That he draws the line and cuts off a white man for calling him the N-word for life. That's not...
See, nah, the problem is, I'll tell you what it is, bro. The problem is, Max didn't necessarily have a problem with it. He didn't care. He said, he just said in his text message, it didn't get read aloud, but I'm going to say it for y'all. Max said that he was going to get on stream and speak on it and speak highly of him. You know what I'm saying? See, where FaZe is getting cooked, this Banks nigga, is because the internet got a hold of it. That's what it is. That's what it is. The internet is canceling your ass, nigga.
Not the expectation I'm gonna have of a 22-year-old kid, bro. Especially a 22-year-old kid who comes from a family and friends who nobody is in this world but him. Nobody has expertise in this world but him. You're the only one he could probably hit up and ask for advice, so he's keeping you nearby. But if you think we're about to look at a 22-year-old kid and say, he really was not affected or mad at you calling him the N-word because he was still hitting you up afterwards, yo, you done lost your mind, bruh. This doesn't prove a goddamn thing. Now, if Plaqueboy Max was 27, 28, 30 years old...
What did that got to do with anything?
And he was still texting his wife...
Like a nigga at 10 years old can't stand on business, on principles. I mean, 10 years old is a little wild now. I ain't gonna... You know what I'm saying? But... Like a nigga at 22 ain't a grown man that can stand on principles, bro. I just told you what it was. 27, 28, 30 years old. And he was still texting this white boy after he called him an N-word. I'm looking at you crazy, but he's 22 years old, bro. What?
He don't know no better. He don't even know who
That doesn't
who,
even make
like,
sense.
He's selfish yet. He's not rooted in principle in his identity yet.
That doesn't make sense.
So this proves nothing at all. But you're about to witness FaZe Banks kind of go through the messages of Plague Max being friendly to him, and this somehow being an excuse as if, man, he wasn't really mad. And then after he gets done with this, he continues and even goes in to say, well, y'all allowed me to say it any other day, so why you mad? Oh, come. He don't even understand.
Bro, it's the internet's reaction, bro. It's not Max. Max doesn't give a fuck, bro. And so, in a way, he's kind of valid for, I ain't gonna say exposing it, but speaking his side of the story, saying that he's not mad. It just make you look even worse, though, honestly, because you're admitting to guilt at that point.
Hey, so why you mad? Oh, come. He don't even understand the difference between you saying it as a term of endearment and you saying it while you pissed off and mad.
This looks like Max agreeing with the things that I'm saying. To me, I don't know. This looks like everything that I've been saying the last 2 days, and I'm saying in this video. I'm saying it directly to him in a much nicer way, but
bro, ain't nobody reading that.
Right here we go. Like, I fucked up this whole face, everything. Damn. Wow. Talked to them before the subathon. Want me back. They didn't want him back, like I said. Still cool with everybody. More than anything, I dead miss working with you and Ray. And like I said, the N-word and contract shit threw me off bad, bro, but I'm past that. And we talked about it, so I don't give a f. His words, not mine. His words, not mine. Yeah, Max, I don't know. You guys tell me. It doesn't seem like me and Max have a problem. It doesn't seem like we've really had any.
I guarantee you he'll never slip up like that again on in no type of way to where he can get exposed. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that with coworkers. You don't do that with coworkers because they gonna tell on you. You know what I'm saying? Now it's out there to the internet. Max don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, he don't give a fuck. But it's the internet's reaction. The internet do give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? MGK.
Me. It doesn't seem like me and Max have a problem. It doesn't seem like we've really had any sort of real issues in the last 5 months. It doesn't seem like I've done anything but try to help the kid. And I'm not just going out of my way and randomly offering him my opinions and my advice. He's asking for them. And he's treating me like a mentor. And he's confiding in me about things. So you guys tell me, like, this awful, terrible monster of a person who took all this shit from him and you know, like, it's insane. And Max, as it goes for this word that I said, first of all, I didn't say this targeted toward you. This wasn't said in any sort of racist connotation. I said this word in an emotional response. And I said, all y'all blanks. And it's a mistake.
What? Yeah. He wishes that didn't get out. He fucked up. All you niggas. Now, why you don't want to say it now? You know what I'm saying? Why you don't want to say it now? Stand up in it. It just slipped out, huh? You've been wanting to say that for so long. For so many years. That built up aggression.
As it goes for this word that I said, first of all, I didn't say this targeted toward you. This
Is that right? But it was targeted towards everybody, which included Plaqueboy Max. Bro, you're admitting to guilt, bro. You're making this worse than what it didn't. You know what I'm saying? You're making it worse. See, when niggas go to speak on allegations or try to defend, bro, it just makes the shit worse, dog. Sometimes, man, you just gotta sit back and let it die off. You're not gonna lose many, you might, I don't know, doubt it. Your whole fan base is probably white people. You're not gonna lose any fucking subscribers. You might lose some, but you're not gonna lose no views. This is the internet. You've made it to a certain point, bro. You know what I'm saying? The only way you're gonna fall off is if you have a machine behind you. You know what I'm saying? You're in cahoots and they start blackballing you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And therefore you don't get the same views you was because you wasn't organic. But I doubt that.
As it goes for this word that I said, first of all, I didn't say this targeted toward you. This wasn't said in any sort of racist connotation.
Is that right?
I said this word in an emotional response. And I said, all y'all blank.
Is that right? So that makes it better, huh?
And I'm a 34-year-old man child, and
He calls himself a man child.
I have many, many flaws. And I'm an idiot for saying that.
Is that right?
Stand on. If you really have a problem with that, then why has it not been a problem for the last 5 months? If you really have a problem with that, why have you told me multiple times I don't have a problem with that? We're good. If you really have a problem with that, and I could say this, Ron, last subathon, said it, muted his mic and said it. The chat laughed, and everybody told him to say it, and he said it.
His white audience told him to say it.
Lacey has admitted to saying it publicly. You know this.
Now you snitching on.
See, it's more respectable if you stood on business and you didn't use the word blank instead of niggas. Should have just said it right then and there. You know what I'm saying? You should have just said it right then and there. Stood on business, boy.
And he said it. Lacey has admitted to saying it publicly. You know this.
Now you snitching on the other white boys around you who say the N-word too. Playboy Max, being 22 years old, feeling comfortable and allowing his friends to say the N-word and giving them a pass, doesn't negate.
You don't let someone like FaZe Banks say it, bro.
Or doesn't take away from the fact
he's been saying it. He's been using it in wrong ways and in settings that he shouldn't be using it around people he shouldn't be using it around. You know what I'm saying? He's exposing his own self here, bro.
that he's allowed
Quit
to wake
speaking
up
on
one
it.
day and say, hold on. We're all not saying it and laughing together. No, y'all saying it and laughing at me. Now, hold on. It's not right when y'all say it. I don't like that. It don't feel good when you get really mad and say, F you as a white man. And no, I don't like that. He's allowed to have that change of mind. He's allowed to grow up. He's allowed to be more rooted in his identity than he was at 22. Well, he's 22 years old right now, but he's allowed to grow. And it doesn't negate what you did to him. It doesn't take away what you said to him. But Banks is just going on like, as if this is like the super, I gotcha. I gotcha. No. Nobody is watching this or listening to this and thinking, man, Playboy Max is tripping for being mad right now at Banks for calling him. No. You can wake up at any point and be upset.
So why isn't that a problem? Other members in FaZe have said it in the confines, behind the scenes, off cam, in the presence of other black creators and FaZe members. And this was never a problem. It's only a problem now because it's convenient for you and for this narrative to make me look like shit.
Just quit speaking on the topic, bro.
Make you look right. And it's twisted, bro. And this is exactly what I was talking about yesterday as far as all this shit being fake. You guys can read those text messages between me and
everything's fake, huh?
Fake. It's the definition. It's the textbook definition of fake. And this is exactly what I was talking about.
And you thought creating a group of random people you don't know other than on the internet because they're viral. You don't necessarily share the same views as them. They're just viral and have motion, right? And you think it's real. Right, okay.
It's insane. Bro, in Vegas at a UFC event, I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to drag other people in. But Max's black manager at the time and other members in FaZe, black ones included, told me to rip the word. They said, yo, we're going to keep it a buck. We need to hear you rip it. I said, really? I said it.
Rip it,
huh?
Laughed.
And they were drinking, and it was an experience. We're building rapport, and we're letting our guards down, and we're being vulnerable. And this is what boys do. This is what actual friends do. And that's what I thought we were doing. I thought
actual
we were
friends, huh?
form an actual relationship, an actual bond. I let my guard down. I said it. It wasn't a big deal then.
As a grown man, as a grown adult, I don't know, maybe females is different. I don't know. Maybe this is just my perspective because of the shoes I walk in. I don't know. I just don't feel like you can really honestly truly find a real authentic genuine friend, bro. You can't just call as a grown adult, bro. How are these people your friend if you're just meeting them in adulthood? You didn't grow up with these people. They're not even from your same hometown. how are these people your friend, bro? How are they? Not saying that you can't find genuine people out there, because I'm a genuine person. You know what I'm saying? But it's just very hard, bro. It's very risky. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you do find somebody who is on your same type of level or something, say y'all do business together, y'all are good because y'all do business together. Take that business away, but it's something that keeps that there. Y'all wouldn't just be fucking with each other because you look at each other like family for real. You know what I'm saying though? Like, if you're not getting nothing from the other person, you wouldn't be messing with them. You know what I'm saying? So how is that real friendship? It's not.
You knew
let me
about
tell
this and have known about this.
Because this might solve this issue.
How does grown adults just make friends like that? Nobody's your friend, bro.
Wasn't a big deal then.
Them niggas in high school, you was your best friends. They ain't your friends no more. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to form an actual relationship, an actual bond. I let my guard down. I said it. It wasn't a big deal then. You knew about this and have known about this.
Because this might solve this issue. I got a question for the black old heads who watch this video, man, because this might solve this issue, okay? And if you're not a black OG, maybe, you still want to answer, you can answer it, but this is mainly for the black old heads.
I consider myself a OG out here. You know what I'm saying? I resonate with the old folks. I grew around the old folks. I take life very serious, too serious. More serious than old folks. Literally, ain't nothing but, hey. Old folks ain't shit either, bro. They just old as hell. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
It's the OGs, 40 plus years old, watching this video, okay?
40 plus, huh?
It's the N-word pass a forever thing. Meaning, if you give the N-word pass once to your white homie, do your white homie then have the N-word pass in perpetuity? Or
No.
is it the N-word pass is a one-time usage, right? I always thought the N-word pass was a one-time usage. You get this pass on a drunk night, but when we sober up, you better not.
In a phase Banks type of situation, it's a one-time use.
You better not, man. I don't know, bro. I just feel like, this is hilarious, man. Like, Banks don't understand why he can't say the N-word in a fit of rage. Why him saying the N-word in a fit of rage is different than him saying the N-word as a term of endearment, or him saying the N-word on a drunken night, all right, where they're telling him to say it. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, man, about the FaZe N-word scandal tearing them apart, right? And being a reason why Plaque Max left and ultimately everything crumbled down. I'm going to see you guys in this video. If you guys...
I want to see, because he didn't show too much of what Plaque Max was saying. I want to go back to see what he was saying, actually.
Is doing it just because. Plaque Max left FaZe back in August, so he was down. Spoke on the...
Someone at... Y'all... Us.
As the beginning of the end.
How much control do we have here, and how much control do they have over us? Move into January. Y'all know I started 365. Someone at FaZe had introduced me to my old manager, Brandon. Shout out, Brandon.
So he's talking about the manager here.
Y'all probably seen him, tall white boy with hair. You feel me? Yeah, 153. Oops. Brandon had falling out with person who introduced me. And person who introduced me tells me, according to my assistant and my creative director at the time, who were sitting in on all calls because they're on my team, tell me I have to fire my manager and get rid of him, or I can't be here, when they're the person who introduced me. Video proof as well of this meeting. They were there. This is information my assistants are just telling me. Could possibly be. We're still cool. I got introduced to a new manager, as I know. I come back to LA after New York. All that happened in New York. And, everything's cool. I'm cool with the boys, you feel me? Me and the boys cool, but it's just like, damn, like, it was a weird air for a little while, you know what I'm saying? But everything got patched up, because at the end of the day, we bros and we love each other. Like,
is that right, good brother?
I want to make that known. Ron, I love you. Jason, I love you. Dap, I love you.
That's more concerning than I think Plaque.
And this is the only clip he showed of that nigga speaking. And then the clip of his cousin is only speaking about the manager situation in Spotify. So the only text we have, or the only response in this video at least, is speaking on the N-word stuff from Blackboy Max's these text messages. And in these text messages, he says he doesn't care. He doesn't care about that situation. Right? It goes back to, like I said, bro. It's the internet's reaction, bro. It's the internet's reaction. Hey, man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at you on the next one, and I'm gone. TYP the 9. Ooh, I want to see this. I want to see this. I want to see this one. I want to see this one.
FaZe.
What did Caleb Hammer do this time? Okay, let me try to remember what he done last time. I can't remember. I remember he had done something. He had done something controversial. I don't think it had nothing to do with black people. Might have been. Oh, he does some suspect stuff or something. I don't know. I can't remember. I reacted to it though, I think.
FaZe, who I consider the biggest streaming group in the world, is officially over.
It's the raw shit.
I used to watch.
What did Caleb Hammer do this time?
I used to watch Caleb Hammer content. I kind of stopped watching once he went down his political arc. Like, bro, I watch you for financial content. I don't watch you to hear you dog on immigrants, bro. Like, that's not the type of content I want from you. Maybe some other people do, just not me. So I kind of like stopped watching. But I kind of started watching.
This depends already posted.
Right, once I started getting tapped into the recent drama surrounding Caleb. Now, as a fan of Caleb or as somebody who used to watch him, I used to see him kind of address it in kind of like vague tweets or vague references. I never really did a full dive into the drama until this week. And when I did do a deep dive, it's one of the most horrific, nastiest, criminal things I think I've ever seen from any content creator. This is bad work, bruh. The reason why myself or others who watch Caleb or who have watched Caleb didn't really understand or weren't really too tapped in with all the bad things that Caleb 100% did because he admitted to it is because whenever he characterized people trying to cancel him, he always categorized it as jokes, right? So this right here is pretty much like a general reaction or response to the cancellation every time. So this particularly was posted December 18th, and he writes, "They have no real valid reason to be mad at me, so they stretch and make ish up. First, they started with jokes in a degenerate group chat from almost 10 years ago, while I literally make the same degenerate jokes today on my show. No normal people who watch me care, only freaks with snark brain. Now they're trying to repost a picture I posted myself when I joked with a foot model on the show about how her feet were just as nasty as mine, so I showed. These people have no honest criticism of me. They're just upset that I advocate for personal responsibility while they hate accountability in favor of permanent victimhood. Maybe I have to hold myself accountable." The reason why I seen that explanation and just kind of never bothered to research whatever they were saying about Caleb is because as a content creator myself, I've gone through people lying on me. Yo, there's been people doing videos claiming that I'm a registered offender. I've never been to prison. It was completely made up. It was actually a relative of mine with an entirely different name that they claim was my name, which was 100% lie. I debunked it, right? But having to do videos every time to debunk the lie, it's just crazy, bro. These people even said that I was a gang leader for Dr. Umar Johnson and I was targeted, which was just completely false. It was a lie. So as somebody who have been lied on, I kind of just took his word for it. All right, that's until Caleb did a live stream, I believe, last week, where in this live stream itself was the biggest mistake he ever made in his life because he essentially confirmed everything these people were saying were true.
Is that right?
He was just trying to pass it off as a joke.
What happened though?
When you actually do a deep dive and read the transcripts and see the proof, there's a 0% chance that anything Caleb was saying was a joke.
The thing that they think
So this
they
about the
think
feet?
makes me look like a bad guy. The thing they think bothers me is when when I make jokes, a bunch of jokes with other people making a bunch of rage baiting jokes in a group chat from like a decade ago, and they think that bothers me in the slightest. Like, we don't say in our content, especially in our Hammer Elite membership, the literal most degenerate, crazy jokes, just as crazy as those. It's like, I don't understand these people. They just want to do creator is bad. I hate creator is bad no matter what. Dude, if anyone's group chats from 10 years ago were released,
Cooked.
Xbox
Absolutely cooked.
Live,
But these
chats.
are
Not
low
mine.
IQ individuals
No,
I only
that
been
are
in a couple.
unemployed.
that plays into it. They are nothing better to do, low IQ. They read it, take it as fact, and then they post about it, and then they want to spread it and share it under every public forum under the sun. And that is the issue, is that, once again, they're not being held accountable when they are slandering or lying.
It's because they can't be.
Exactly. And
They
that's the
can't be.
issue.
It's
And
impossible.
that's why it will
One-
always be an issue.
So you're coming in defense of this man. Was you in that group chat?
Again, like a text group chat where everyone's making insane,
Edgy
crazy
jokes.
jokes, and then they screenshot just mine. You know, and it's just like, oh, Caleb Hammer bad. It's just like, that has to always be the reality. And they will take that and they will run with it forever.
When I did my own research, I quickly discovered their characterization of these accusations were completely off base. They painted this as weird Reddit people making a mountain out of a molehill. That this was completely jokes, and that these weird Reddit people have been slandering them for years. So I did my research and I ran across this page called Scott Schaefer. Now, I don't know what Caleb did to this dude. This dude has all the information on Caleb, right? As soon as I began to read up, to watch all the receipts and all the evidence on Caleb, it became perfectly clear these were not jokes he made in them chat logs. Now, he was dumb for even confessing or admitting this was him. Like, these chat logs are 100% real, but he was just joking.
What I said in the last video, bro. Once niggas go speaking on shit, man, it just make it worse.
No, when you read his chat logs,
Because
he
you
was
admit to guilt.
100% comfortable being himself.
Like he was in a composer school, so these were all composers in
I think I seen this dude before. I watched some type of video.
this
that
group
he
chat
made.
together in college, right? And one of the Caleb Hammer took a screenshot of another person's Snapchat of his underage friend, and so the other person called Caleb Hammer out in the group chat. He said, "Caleb Hammer, why screenshot?" And he shows the picture of the 16-year-old boy that Caleb Hammer took a screenshot of, and Caleb Hammer responds.
He hot. Is he GAY? Oh, got my sound effects. He's 16 and no, you effing perv. Oh yeah, he's cooked. He's cooked. He's cooked. Caleb Hammer. Bro, what was that situation a couple months ago where he was doing some foo-foo stuff, bro? He had done some rainbow stuff a couple months ago that was like, he said it was joking. I forgot what it was though. I ain't gonna go dig for it, but I remember something a couple months ago he had went viral or whatever. The people was exposing him or whatnot because he had done like some rainbow stuff on stream. He said so. I can't remember what it was though. So he screenshotted someone else's Snapchat story of a allegedly 16-year-old kid. How do they know that he's 16 though? And posted this in the screenshot and said he's hot. Is he? So he asked if he was rainbow, as in if they must have knew who he was. So that answers that. And someone says he's 16 and no, you effing perv. And then Caleb responds with shame. What was the age of consent in Michigan? Y'all can't even see nothing. The age of consent in Michigan is 16. Bro, people when people when people do stuff like that, oh, it's age of consent, bro. You have no morals, bro. you have no morals, dog. Like, bro, what? I won't even talk to a girl that's not even over the age of 21, bro. I can't do it. For one, you need to be able to legally carry a firearm. You know what I'm saying? You need to. Because why wouldn't you have one? This is an open carry state. You know what I'm saying? That's just one reason. And I'm about to be 26, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't go to the club or to the bars, and I don't drink. I don't even smoke no more. But you need to be able to, like, be of age. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because somebody is legally of age at 18 years old, they could do it. Really, you can't even do what you used to be able to do at 18 no more. You know what I'm saying? Bro, people got no morals, bro. Yeah, Caleb Hammer is definitely rainbow, bro. And I already kind of had that feeling just by watching him. You know what I'm saying? I could tell a lot about people. I could tell that his show is manufactured to look a certain way. You know, he ain't gonna get a person like me on there. There's no content to make out of it. My finances are straight. You know what I'm saying?
Of the 16-year-old boy that Caleb
crazy.
Hammer took a screenshot of. And Caleb Hammer responds with, "He hot. Is gay, please." And the other guy responds with, "He's 16 and
good,
no,
Green Nova.
Perv." Caleb Hammer responds with shame. So I don't know how Caleb Hammer can claim that these are just joke messages from 10 years ago.
Right. That's no joking matter.
We know they're not 10 years ago.
Who does something
and
like
we
that?
know this wasn't a joke. He
It's
got
weird.
called out by another member for taking a picture of his underage friend, and Caleb Hammer
So that was actually his friend.
said, "He's hot. Is he gay?" There's no joke there. What is the joke, Caleb? You got called out
There's
for
no
doing
joke.
something inappropriate, and you doubled down and said the kid was hot. There's no joke there, okay? It doesn't make any sense that he would make that claim. Now let's pull up the...
It what makes it worse is it's not even like he says it was 10 years ago, right? It's not even like, oh, 10 years ago you was 17, you was 18. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. You just said it was a straight joke. This is no joke.
joke there, okay? It doesn't make any sense that he would make that claim. Now let's pull up the other one, of the one where he found the 17-year-old hot. Now this one is
a 17-year-old, huh?
He took pictures of another group member in the chat. He took pictures of their Instagram where they were all together at some sort of event a few years ago. And Caleb Hammer posts the picture in the group chat. I can't actually show all the kids' faces. And he says, "Back left, who is that?" Right? And he keeps going on about how he wants to know who the guy in the back.
This dude is a creep,
right?
bro.
So there's several people in the photo. The group members go back and forth. They don't know who he's referencing. So he shows
LGBT composers chat 18 plus. Hey yo, why don't y'all just get freaky with each other in that bitch, bro? Where you screenshotting niggas' Instagrams and apparently these are the friends though. These are friends of friends that are in the group chat. So,
and he keeps going on about how he wants to know
super ho diddly ho.
who the guy in the back left.
That's his. That's what he's going by. Oh no. Oh no.
With that, right? And he keeps going on about how he wants to know who the guy in the back left is, right? So there's several people in the photo. The group members go back and forth. They don't know who he's referencing. So he shows another photo where it's just one guy in the picture. And he says, "Your third pick, just one person at a table." He asked the guy, I can't post the person's name. He asked the guy in the group chat, the Instagram friend that this guy is. He says, "Who is it?" And the other guy says, "Caleb's boy crush." And Caleb says, "I would like to personally stick my penis in a hole of his. Any hole will do, thank you." The other person responds with "gross." And then the guy says, "Dude, he's like 14. Caleb responds with, "Nah, probably around the other group member's age if they were there with him." And then the other group member responds with, "He's 17. And Caleb says to chat, "And if 17, it's legal."
Wait, where does he say he's 17? Dude, he's like 14. I don't see nothing about 17. Let me move this back over here, y'all.
Caleb says to chat, and if 17, it's legal there, it is here. And the guy responds, Caleb, you're 23. That's gross.
It's 7. If he's 17, it's legal here, and he's literally 23 years old. Yo.
Caleb says, not really. When I'm 50 and I find a sexy 21-year-old and I could be a sugar daddy.
Even at 23, you should still be going 21 plus, bro. Maybe 20, bro. But definitely nothing in the teens, bro. No. You know what I'm saying? Once you get past the age of 21, bro, you should not be messing with nobody that's in their teens, bro. 19, 18. You know what I'm saying? No.
Do it. Or his sugar daddy. Or her sugar daddy.
These weren't jokes. Like, these were actual statement of facts. These were things that he were trying to actively pursue. And he tried to make himself look less creepy by stating the laws here and the laws there. Hey, man, the age of consent here is this. And bro, under 18 is a no-go, bro. This confirms two things for me.
Don't nobody care about that.
One,
you have no morals.
Homosexual as we all expected.
Yeah.
And Caleb likes them underage.
It's crazy.
Bro,
he's a predator.
Listen, I don't know about y'all, bro. I don't care about age of consent anywhere, bro. You shouldn't have an audience if that's what you on, bro.
Man.
You being able to grow on YouTube and being able to sustain a large audience means that children are going to watch you. And if you're somebody who have this approach right here, you shouldn't have access to...
I mean, majority of his audience is older people, but for sure, though, yeah.
You shouldn't have a platform. You shouldn't even have an Instagram. This is nasty work. But he describes this as...
Bro, predators should be banned, bro, you know how they, give people who have DUIs and whatnot, they give them breathalyzers in their car. They can't start the car up until they take the breathalyzer. Bro, same thing needs to happen for predators with phones, bro. You can only have... You should have a government-mandated phone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's not necessarily stopping you from going and buying another phone. But it's like, if you get caught with that, bro, what's good with these laws, bro? Laws don't never really change, bro. They don't never be reworking laws like that, bro. They need to do shit like that, bro. If someone get caught on the phone, trying to meet up, you know what I'm saying? They phone need to get took, and they need to be issued a new phone where they can't access none of that shit. Government phone. It track them. Just like them Obama phones that didn't have no battery, nigga. Oh, God, we had one. My mama did. We had an Obama phone, nigga. G.O.D., that shit didn't have no battery in it. How the fuck is this working? I swear to God, it was a BlackBerry with no battery, bro. I'm like, hey, at the time, I'm like, bro, how the fuck is this working? Literally, the shit didn't even have a back to it. Nigga, just bare bones. Nigga, no battery.
This joke, and clearly this is not a joke when you're trying to defend why what you said is okay.
Both my parents' sets are 10 years apart. 6 years is nothing. I would shove that right down his throat where it belongs.
Wow.
Another member goes on to say, it's something if they're underage. Anyone under 16 is. Caleb Hammer responds with, believe it or not, 17 is not under 16. And then one member responds,
bro, whoever... This is a lot of screenshots, bro. Either they kept it in the vault, or they had access to go back and view these messages and screenshot all that.
With a meme saying, oh, you're serious. Still not an adult. And Caleb says, I fucked too many people when I was not an adult. Just trying to save you from trouble. Caleb says, if something is not against the law, there would be no trouble. So there is no jokes there. Like, it's very clear that he is not joking. It's very clear
he ain't
that
joking.
He's attracted to these young boys and wants to hook up with them. I don't understand how he can claim that these are just jokes. Now, like I said,
we know he's rainbow.
Caleb has now confirmed these are all real. The smart thing to do would just be to not say anything since he knows they're real. I don't know why you would confirm these are real.
That's why I said, bro, you go speaking on it, that shit make it way worse. All you do is expose yourself just like FaZe Banks did.
Obviously, people in your audience, my video that I put out a week ago has like 95,000 views, I think, right now. he has like 2 million subscribers. So the majority of his audience has never seen this, has never even heard of these allegations. So for Caleb Hammer to go on a live stream and be like, hey, yeah, those text messages of me thinking little boys are hot, yeah, those are all real. But they were just jokes.
The reason why he's addressing it right now in a casual way, because he understands the storm is coming. He understands at some point all this takes really is the right YouTuber to react to. He understands all it really takes is Abba and Preach or somebody reacting to this, and then it really gets out there. So he's hoping when he can talk about it in a casual way, kind of condition his audience to get prepared for the storm. And that's exactly what he's doing. It's 100% fact. Now, I knew Caleb was a weirdo the entire time when he was hiding his sexuality. Like, Caleb would come across, Caleb will present himself as somebody who apparently has a girlfriend who's straight, but then you hear leaked audios of Caleb trying to convince other men to do gay porn and also stating that he's like only 90% straight. But once I heard Caleb trying to convince another man to do some strange and nefarious things for money with another man, bro, I just knew dude was a weirdo, but I didn't know he was this weird.
I'm a personal finance dude. I don't really know anything about that. 2,
Listen to where he talks, bro.
Straight. I'm like 90% straight. I've definitely fooled around because I'm open-minded. And when you get drunk, whatever. But so
what?
This is like
when you get drunk
thing. But essentially, I think. Well, from the conversation I had with him,
I'm glad I don't drink, nigga. Shit, and that's not even an excuse. Everybody, when you drink. Yeah,
will be dependent on what you're willing to do, and what you're willing to do is set by you. So what he would like to do, you guys make out. He would like to do that. What he would like you guys to do, him fill you up. He would like to do that. You can say no about any of these. He would like to play with your dick. And see, that's why I didn't want to type this out either, because that's like weird for me to say. I don't, it's not like we're friends or anything, but that's what he wants to do. He wants to give you a blowjob. I was also told and confirmed with him that your face would be hidden, blurred out and hidden. Your identity would be hidden.
Bro, what are they talking about, man?
You could. Again, you would make more from that.
Whoa, what? He literally called himself back in the day the diddler, bro. What, the diddly?
He would eat your butt.
Yeah.
And you would make more for that. You can say no as well. You could top him, he could top you. Whatever you're willing to do comes with more money, but you could literally do nothing. You could literally just lay back and let him just touch you for the video. And I guess for some reason his subscribers love that.
90% straight tells me everything I need to know.
I think it's coming back to me now. Wasn't it some OnlyFans? Let me not say that because YouTube be getting your ass for that. He was doing some bro, I can't remember, bro. What was this the audio? Bro, a couple months ago, he got exposed for something, bro. Like
his
this.
Subscribers love that.
90% straight tells me everything I need to know. No straight man is recruiting men to participate in gay porn. I'm sorry, bro.
The 90% ain't even, bro. The whole conversation is.
So
you know
again, I don't even care about his sexuality, but why that's relevant is when he says, "Oh, I was just joking about like those, like those people being hot." Who weren't of age. I was just joking. No, you weren't joking. You are a down low brother, right? You smuggle and snort meat, all right?
So what did the stranger say? What did I just hear? I just got here, bro. I suggest if you really want to know, start the video. Go back to the beginning of this video. You know what I'm saying? This is about Caleb Hammer financial audit. Talking about, you know what I'm saying, I'm making a video, so I ain't gonna just explain it, bro. You probably gonna have to go back, bro. Jeez Louise.
Hey, that's what you do. You get your cheeks clapped. That's what you do. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? Now, hiding that is problematic, but that's for y'all community to figure out. But those weren't jokes. That's your lifestyle.
Yeah.
And what's even worse is, so in those messages, he's recruiting somebody to participate in those activities. In the group chat, he's sending media and images and
What's
videos
good, Isaiah?
of corn, gay corn, to a group chat of people who aren't of age, who's not 18.
Wait.
A group chat, he's sending to participate in those activities. Like in those messages, he's recruiting somebody to participate in those activities. In the group chat, he's sending media and images and videos
Okay.
of corn,
What? Huh?
to a group chat of people who aren't of age, who's not 18.
What?
All right, so in the group chat, all of the people, there are several members in
This
this
is
group
different-
who actually identify as gay, and they were talking about their different favorite gay adult stars, right? And Caleb responds with, Kyler Moss used to be my favorite adult star. I wish he didn't stop. He stopped a few years back. Now my favorite is Joey Mills. Joey Mills is such a twink bottom who can really take and swallow, right? Why would a straight man ever say that? I've never watched, if you're into that, again, that's fine. But as a straight man myself, that's not something I would...
So Illuminati spreading misinformation. I ain't know. So what? They expose us Illuminati now for misinformation. We gotta check that out.
I would watch or know any of the names of gay male stars, like Caleb Hammer apparently does. And then later in the text messages, the different guys are kind of joking around about their favorite adult stars, but they're not actually posting anything inappropriate because this group is, it also has minors in it. So we'll go over that in just a second. But then later
this the same chat.
it's all fun and games. One of the guys says, it's all fun and games until Caleb posts a picture of Joey Mills getting smashed, right? And then Caleb goes ahead and he posts a picture, which obviously I can't show, of two men going at it. And he says, haha, changed it on you. It's Joey Mills topping, right? And then the other people, obviously, they all freak out. One guy says, you know, damn it. The other guy says, why delete this, inappropriate? And they start freaking out. And they try and get Caleb to delete the message. And the reason for that, like I mentioned earlier, is because there are underage people in this group chat. It wasn't all adults. And so the fact that Caleb posted an actual adult image of two men smashing to a group chat that has in it is not okay. Okay? So Caleb Hammer is disgusting.
You peep how he labeled
As a
this.
grown adult, why are you in a group chat with people that's even underage, bro? Like, what are y'all
Some
talking about?
edgy group chat.
This? Wow.
We were all just making jokes on somebody.
Lock them up and throw away the key.
Shot at it. No, they were telling you at that time, at that time, what you was doing was nasty, gross, and unacceptable. They were telling you this. They weren't going along with what you were saying. No, at every corner.
And what he calls them is, hold on, let's go back to it. Let's go back to the screenshot because I seen it. Right here at the top, puss. Called him a pussy. You know what I'm saying? Called them a pussy.
Is not okay.
As some edgy group chat where we were all just making jokes and somebody just screenshotted it. No, they were telling you at that time, at that time, what you was doing was nasty, gross, and unacceptable. They were telling you this.
Right.
They weren't going along with what you were saying. No, at every corner, they were.
And as they tell him it's wrong, he calls them pussy for that.
You are detestable. This is wrong. This is bad. Don't do this. You weren't making jokes. This is really
bro. If you sent the link, it ain't gonna pop up. I don't
Apparently,
see
these
it.
chat logs were not 10 years ago either. I think they were like 7 years ago. He was 23 years old when he was doing this. Now, 7 years ago, let's just take a look at the times. Now, a lot of people think about 10 years as like, oh my God, right? When you say 10 years, you probably think about like 2010, 2011. No, we're in 2025. 7 years ago
That's
is
15.
2018.
Yeah, 2018.
He was making these jokes in 2018.
I was
They
18.
cut it out, bro. The times weren't that different in 2018 to where those statements were acceptable. Those were not jokes. Those were statements of facts.
I was still in high school, bro. You know what I'm saying? And back in 2018 when I was in high school, nigga, they didn't have no rainbow clubs. Going to school, it was one rainbow kid that was open about that stuff in middle school. By the time we got to high school, it was probably a handful. You know what I'm saying? I went to a small school. You know what I'm saying? But it's always gonna be a handful. It's a small population of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But my point is we didn't have clubs. We didn't have no rainbow clubs, no rainbow committees. You couldn't. That wasn't accepted like that. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't. Not in school. It was not mainstream like that yet. It wasn't until after I got out of school and a couple years went by, probably what, 2022, something, 2021, we'll say. Then you start seeing these rainbow clubs and stuff like that get to the schools. You know what I'm saying? So that's back at the time, bro. Especially if it was 10 years ago, over 7 years ago, that was not acceptable like that, bro. It just wasn't.
The times weren't that different in 2018 to where those statements were acceptable. Those were
Not like now. Not like I went to Planet Fitness a couple weeks ago, and I seen a man with all this testosterone and a shaved face. You know how niggas be having them shaved faces, but you can still like see like they should be looking nasty. It's like they can still see like the hair on their face, but it's like shaved type shit. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like the pores type shit. This nigga had a dress on and walked into the women's bathroom, bro. I about lost my mind. I about lost my motherfucking mind. And I don't think that nigga came out the bathroom whole time I was at the gym. It ain't like it was, but this 2025, 2026 is not 2018, bro. Things have changed. Back in 2018, you couldn't be on no two years of hormone replacement, nigga, and go up to Planet Fitness. Maybe you could, I don't know, but you couldn't just go up to Planet Fitness, go to the gym, get them your paperwork, and say, yeah, I'm a legal Optimus Prime. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't just do that, bro. These days you can, though.
He was making these jokes in 2018. Man, cut it out, bro. The times weren't that different in 2018 to where those statements were acceptable. Those were not jokes. Those were statements of facts. Y'all let me know in the comment section, man. What do you guys think about this?
Wait, what did he say? Maybe I'm misunderstanding him.
To where those the times weren't that different in 2018 to where those statements were acceptable. Those were not jokes. Those were statements of facts.
Those are acceptable.
Y'all let me know in the comment section, man. What do you guys think about this, bro? This is just sickening, bro. Now, his response has been, it's a joke so far. I don't know what his response is going to be once, I guess, people catch up or pick along, right? But
that guy that was defending him must have been his brother. Because that's wild. Yeah, Caleb Hammer's cooked with that one. I'm going to have to unsubscribe. I can't get behind that.
If you want the world to see this, man, then you got to hype this video. That's how this video will get out there. If you want him to be held accountable, you got to send a hype to this video. That's how the algorithm will push the video. Liking and subscribing is cool, but hypes is how we
I don't know. I don't be seeing no videos in my algorithm. Let's see. Let's scroll. None of these is going to say hyped. That shit, like the first week that shit came out, you could find videos, but I don't be seeing no videos that's hyped, bro. I don't think that shit be doing nothing for real. Bro, you can't even bro, YouTube is like cooked, bro. Like the trending tab, like look at this shit, bro. There's no trending tab. Like even when there was a trending tab, you still couldn't like really find the shit that actually was trending. Like it would never pop up in my algorithm. Like that shit don't mean nothing, bro.
We get the video out there now, okay?
Hey, y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. Y'all think Caleb Hammer is cooked or not? You know what I'm saying? This is a very, very bad look, bro. You know what I'm saying? And look, here go a video right here in my watch later that I done already watched. I be watching these niggas, man. I be watching Caleb Hammer. I mean, I used to. I don't really watch his financial audits no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with my money at this point. You know what I'm saying? After so many episodes, nigga, it's like you learned all you can learn for real. You know what I'm saying? It's just a
What are the-
manufactured show to you know, like I said, he not gonna get somebody up there like me that's actually good with their money. You know what I'm saying? Has it set up. He's only gonna find the worst of the worst, and so he
Paying
can
off debt.
get clips and go crazy. But I watched this video. Signs you're doing bad. Did I watch this? I don't know. I'll be watching these niggas though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We on the subscribe button. Oh boy. I'll get at y'all on the next one. I'm gone. TYP tonight. Where's my mic at, bro? Let's see if this go cook. We still live. We back. We good. Ain't got my sound effect, bro. This MacBook shit getting old, bro. I think I need to get just USB-C shit. Look in your comments for that last soul vid. It ain't gonna pop up in this stream chat, bro. We gonna see. We gonna see. I'll search it. So Illuminati misinformation. You send it to me on IG, bro, if you still in here. You got about 2 seconds. You got about 2 seconds before we move on, man. Fake UPS delivery that turned deadly. I think I seen this video pop up.
The navy blue Nissan Altima.
Yeah. Okay. And then who'd you?
Yeah, I don't think bro in here no more. It is what it is. Let's see, we got some Mr. Beast situation. Let me get this
I
title.
used to watch Kayla.
Oh, brother.
America's favorite racist, Chud the Builder, is back with more tears after losing everything.
Chub the Builder, nigga? This ain't...
Treated him like a pariah.
I ain't never heard of him. We got us a new guy. A new racist. Oh, boy.
America's favorite racist, Chud the Builder, is back with more tears after losing everything. Life has gotten even worse for him since our last video. This is part 3 of our racist YouTuber Begs for Help series, and we covered Chud in part 2. But ever since I covered Chud, I've gotten so much more interesting information about him that people has been sending in. Just in case you missed part 2, let's do some recap here. Chud is the racist content creator who goes around calling black people the hard N-word for no reason whatsoever.
Is that right?
Apparently, he has a vendetta against black folks because black folks got him fired from his job about 2 years ago.
He probably
while in
deserved
traffic, he had road rage and decided that he was going to call a black woman and her daughter the hard N-word in traffic. So they recorded him and they posted it, and their entire small town ostracized him, blackballed him, treated him like a pariah. He lost his job and he lost everything.
Damn.
So ever since then, he decided he had this vendetta against black people, and he was going to make content where he goes around calling them the hard N-word.
It's a white boy calling him. This is him right here.
Calling.
Don't walk up on me, man.
Look at this delinquent, man. Just walking around smoking and puffing shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at him.
Don't walk up on me, man.
Don't walk up on him.
You ain't never safe. You think I'm never safe?
I don't give a fuck. I mean, at the end of the day, I just want you to.
You're a nigga.
I'm a nigga.
Yeah, you're a nigga.
Hold on.
Looking ugly. Calm down, bitch, boy. Shut up, nigga.
Oh, you're strong, huh? Let's see how many bullets you can take.
Come on, come do something. Come do something. They chimping out. They chimping out. Dumbass.
See, someone like this.
He don't know how to drive in the parking lot.
Someone like this who's literally fishing for reactions, bro. Don't give it to him.
He's mad. I called him.
If you're wondering why somebody hasn't held him accountable yet, it's because he has a gun on his hip.
Is that
in every
right?
One of these videos. He only does these videos when he
What?
has a gun.
What?
'Cause when the judge ruled he can't walk around the town no more with a gun, these videos magically stopped.
Is
Chud
that right?
Such a despicable human being that he got banned from church. They canceled his
He
baptism
got banned from
and told him
church.
he can't come back on the
Cancel that
premises
nigga
anymore
baptism.
due to his antics online. So the only consequences, the only reward that he has gotten from being racist online is attention.
Imagine a church canceling your baptism. Yo.
But unfortunately for Chud, attention can't feed his family, so he started this Give, Send, Go where he's asking people for help, and he's blaming Black Lives Matter activists for ruining his life, even though he's the one who ruined his entire life. So this sad Give, Send, Go apparently listed a very sorrowful life that Chud is currently living, that he can't even feed his
What is this, a fucking GoFundMe? Literally, it is.
2-year-old son. So the Give, Send, Go says, "My name is Dalton."
He lost his job for doing this shit, right? Or for college, so he thought he could make a career out of it. He lost his job for road raging on the clock, calling a black woman the ER or a black person. And then he thinks he's gonna make a career out of this by doing this. And your career, you resort to making TikToks and Instagram reels but no long form YouTube videos that you're not gonna make no money off of. Goofy. And you make a GoFundMe. And the church you was supposed to get baptized, cancel your baptism. Yo. Yo, what city he from? Shouts out to that city. Clarksville, Tennessee. Tennessee standing on business out there. Okay, I thought Tennessee was racist, folks, especially out there in Nashville. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Nashville, it's Clarksville, but I guess it's Clarksville. That's what it say here. I don't know, though. Just over 1 year ago, I started DLE contracting in Clarksville, Tennessee, out of sheer necessity. I was fired from my previous contracted job after BLM activists targeted me over words I shared online. So maybe it wasn't Clarksville. Fired from my previous contracted job after Black Mama shared online jokes and opinions they twisted to end my career with no other way to support my family and my precious 2-year-old son. I poured everything into this small business, working tirelessly to provide for my family. What business, nigga?
And I'm reaching out with a heavy heart, fighting to protect my
it's
family's
reading
business. Just over 1 year ago, I started DLE contracting in Clarksville out of sheer necessity. I was fired from my previous contracting job after BLM activists targeted me over words I shared online. It was actually a mother and a daughter who posted you calling them the hard N-word. So he would also say he has no support to support his family and his precious 2-year-old son. Blah blah blah. And all he did was make mild
fuck
jokes
you and your
calling
son,
children
nigga.
and black women and black people the hard N-word, unfiltered thoughts. And yes, sometimes I use the
This is when it's justified for for you to say fuck yo baby.
word in what I thought was edgy.
Fuck you and your
where
baby, nigga.
You thought it was harmless.
That's what you get.
While you was calling them effing N-words. Okay, buddy. So then he would say people were threatening to grape and murder him and even targeting his innocent 2-year-old son with unspeakable cruelty. So what I learned after making my video, right, after making this video, I learned that Chud is not just a despicable racist, but he's also a scammer. You see, he put his 2-year-old son, plastered his 2-year-old son all across the Give, Send, Go to garner donations.
Right.
To raise over $30,000 to feed his 2-year-old son. Come to find out, that's not true at all. And Chud is actually scamming with this Give, Send, Go.
It's really fucked up though to say that though, because you know kids don't be asking for this life, bro. His dad gonna force him into some bullshit views and all type of shit, bro. That's where it starts though. It's still fuck you and your son though, nigga, because you're doing this. You're using your son to try to get a fucking GoFundMe, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
Find out. That's not true at all. And Chud is actually scamming with this Give, Send, Go. And this Give, Send, Go needs to be taken down. Like, we need to petition Give, Send, Go to
this
take
ain't
this
even
down.
GoFundMe, nigga.
This is fraud. While responding back to people on Twitter, he actually exposed his entire fraud, his entire scam. So somebody says, don't condone anybody threatening anybody, right? But by you doing your dumb social media is you're getting your kid in harm's way. Just saying, be a better father. Yeah, raise your kid instead of comment online and essentially guaranteeing that this kid would never be able to live a normal life because his father is you. He put you are a coward. The person says,
it got ratio.
I get it, but is it
the fact that he got ratio speaks volume. I mean, the original tweet got 2.9 thousand likes on it.
Now, this person is also a white supremacist. So he put, is it worth putting the safety of your kid in jeopardy? You know you're doing something wrong.
How you know he's a white supremacist, nigga? Hold on.
So he put, is it worth putting the safety of your person is also a white.
Facts Matter, nonpartisan, exposing dark post tech and Dennis on their securities frauds, stealing from veterans and misleading shareholders. How you know you're a white supremacist?
So
he's speaking against the white supremacists.
Is it worth putting the safety of your kid in jeopardy? You know you're doing something wrong when even the white supremacist is telling you, hey, listen, man, all right, I support your right to call black folks the hard NR, right, the hard N-word in public. But do you really have to do it in those neighborhoods while you're still living there? So the person goes...
That's throwing your rock and hiding your hand is what you want them to do.
Is it worth putting the safety of your kid in jeopardy so you could film yourself calling people racial slurs for money on X? If so, that's pretty effing pathetic, especially when it's evident you can't bring in your own income.
Right.
Which is the fact, right? He's very poor.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Lost his job. Brokey! I ain't got my sound effects, man. Damn.
Wouldn't be surprised.
I can still play it though. Hold on.
Just
because, nigga. Hold on. I can pull it up, nigga. Let me find it. Oh. Hold on.
Yeah, they broke up. It'll be yeah.
I can still pull it up now. You know what I'm saying? Now that's tragic. Come on, download, man. There we go.
It's not
man, bro, it's literally saved to the USB. What did it need to load for?
Now, let's hear Chud's response to this, because certainly Chud has custody of his son. Certainly Chud is taking care of his son, right? Because he raised $33,000 from people who want Chud to feed his son, because Chud says this money is going to go towards taking care of his son.
Is that right? So do you have to pay taxes on that money?
Certainly Chud is making good and well with that money he raised, right? Well, Chud says he haven't made any money from X, so he's just doing it because he's a clout whore.
A diehard.
They took my son a long time ago. Oh, hold on.
Who was they?
Hold on, man. Hold on, Chud. Hold on, buddy. What do you mean they took your son a long time ago? They took my ability to work consistently and tried to starve me. I took to the
You done
internet,
it to yourself.
posted videos of
It
my
got exposed.
day-to-day interactions of all the harassment I get. I organically blew up. People supported me. Keep up. They took my son a long time ago. So not only is Chud a jobless person, right? He's an unemployed freak. But Chud is also a deadbeat. He don't even have custody of his kid. So now we go back to this Give, Send, Go, and we say, oh, Chud. Oh, Chud. Chud, this is getting shut down, Chud. This is getting shut down. This is a scam. This has to get shut down. Now, the last time we covered this, I think Chud had raised about, like $32,000. He's only at $33,000, right? So he's raised about $1,000 in a week. The grift ain't going as planned, Chud, okay? It's not going as planned. So again, let's read this Give, Send, Go again. Help Chud and his family. What family? You don't have custody of your son.
Help the Chud and his family.
CPS took your son a long time ago, according to you.
Let's change this nigga name to Chode.
So then he goes and he says that people are targeting his 2-year-old son, that he has no other way to support his family and his precious 2-year-old son. He put a picture of his son here. Now, this is an old picture. This scandalous, diabolical scammer posted an old picture with his son. He hasn't held his son for a very long time because CPS took his son a long time ago. So why are you using your son to grift? Why are you using your son to garner sympathy? Why are you using your son to get money that you claim is going to go to feeding your son?
So CPS took his son?
You don't even have custody of your son. Your son don't live with you. You scammer. Here's what I think should happen.
Or baby mama got the...
I think the police need to be notified. I think this Give, Send, Go needs to be reported. I think people have to know about this. People have to know about this fraud. You can't just defraud these good people, these good white people. Right? You're defrauding these good white people who was donating to you.
Well, it's not even that, bro. It's not morally right. You know what I'm saying? This nigga is using racism to get these donations, bro. Like, what the hell?
Because they care about your 2-year-old son. That is...
Yeah, they don't care about that 2-year-old son. They already know, man. They supporting the whole goal, the whole vision. You know what I'm saying? They like-minded individuals.
This is unbelievable. This is despicable stuff, man. Now, it warms my heart that Chud is not raising money as fast as he thinks he would. He's not getting paid from X. He's lost custody of his son. It warms my heart because what is apparent here is Chud, I think, will be a story that deters other people. That the grift don't work as smoothly.
No.
As you think.
You ain't as successful as the other mustache guy. You know what I'm saying? And even he gonna fall off.
Chud is surely grifted for a fact, okay? And I'm gonna prove it. So you don't overnight become a racist. You become a racist because you think it's beneficial for you. You see, we got some information about Chud before he went viral on social media, before the attention got to him. We got some interesting information that proves...
He said something right there. He said you don't become a grifter, a racist, whatever, unless it's beneficial for you. Just like the slave masters, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just like the slave masters. It was beneficial for them. You know what I'm saying?
That this is all a grift. That Chud...
And that ain't all the way 100% true, though. People still gonna be naturally racist towards others, though. Not everybody, but there's gonna be that percent.
Chud is only doing this because in his heart, because he feels like he could make money from this. He don't really believe these things. He don't really hate black people. As a matter of fact, he's our biggest fan. He's obsessed with us. This black dude from the same city
without black people, he has no content to try to make.
As Chud, he is appalled. He is flabbergasted at Chud's new racist arc online because Chud was his biggest fan. Chud was in his DMs eating cock. So he was effing me up about this Dalton situation I've been hearing about is for years. Dude was my effing biggest fan. Used to listen to my music, buy clothes from me, trying to talk black and use slang and ish, even defending black people. It's crazy how white folks flip. I honestly feel like I need that fade though, because this is some BS. Is this you? So Chud, who apparently don't like black people, is posting himself vibing to dude's music on his story, just like a groupie, riding this dude's cock. Dude is playing him like a fan. Righteous, appreciate you, bro. All right. Chud is asking dude to hang out. He's bringing a Jack Miller because he's a lick. All right. He's begging for black friends. But here's where it gets kind of even goofier. Okay. Just goofier. So Chud is riding this dude cock crazy, bro. All right, dude. God damn it, Lane Low Ben's my new MFing anthem. So don't like us, but our music is your anthem, right? This is hard. But you know why this is his anthem? And this part will really trip you out, okay? You're about to see doctorate level projection from Chud, okay? So Chud goes, Ben's my new MFing anthem. This is hard. Do play him like a fan. Appreciate you for real, fam. Appreciate.
Well, see, he lost his job and went viral, and he thought that was a good thing as if people supported him. Yeah, there's gonna be the people that supports you, but you went viral because you got exposed for calling a black woman the ER, right? And so you think you're about to make a career out of that shit because you lost your job. You know what I'm saying? So he has to go and intentionally find black people to harass and make it seem like he's the one being harassed. You know what I'm saying? Like that video of him in his truck. Whenever that black guy walked up to his truck, he said, what did he say? He said, don't walk up on me, don't come. He said something as if, like, I just know that he done something to that black person first and then went and hopped in his truck. The black guy walked up to his truck and made it seem like he was being harassed. You know what I'm saying?
So Chud goes, Ben's my new MFing anthem. This is hard. Do play him like a fan. Appreciate you for real, fam. Appreciate you. Like, right? But Chud just riding this dude cock. Pause. So dude go, I'm getting back on my ears. Glad you F with it. This dude goes, laugh my ass off, slapped him with the I-24 reference, cut me. Ain't nobody making music for the Doughboys out here anymore. We need this. It's
Chud.
You got all that to say about black people and you a dope boy? You sell drugs? You a drug dealer? You see how they project? You see how they project their own character flaws upon us? Chud is going around saying he wants to save America. He wants to save this country, but whole time, Chud is a drug dealer? How we know this person on Twitter was telling the truth?
I kind of missed it. What? I kind of missed it. Oh well, we just gonna ride with it. He a drug dealer.
You a dope boy? You sell drugs? You a drug?
Bro, it's literally so crazy, bro. The reason why I can't sell the rap image and I really done been in these streets is because I'm light skinned, bro. I don't sell it as hard as a full black person with dreads, nigga. I don't sell it that good. You know what I'm saying? White people be doing the same shit, bro. They just as thugs and criminals and you know what I'm saying? If not more, if not worse. You know what I'm saying? But there's some type of image and stereotype on black people, bro. You know what I'm saying? That they're drug dealers and they're this and they're that. Well, white people the same motherfucking thing too, bro. You know what I'm saying though?
Chud! You got all that to say about black people, and you a dope boy? You sell drugs? You a drug dealer? You see how they project? You see how they project their own character flaws upon us? Chud is going around saying he wants to save America.
Chud.
He wants to save this country, but the whole time, Chud is a drug dealer? How we know this person on Twitter was telling the truth? When they says, the one he's actively breaking by being a drug dealer. So the person was like, yo, Chud's going to jail, right? They say, yo, he's going to prison. They said, how? How is he going to prison? It says the one he's actively breaking by being a drug dealer, he's probably already been locked up. He thinks he's safe on Telegram, but he definitely isn't. So Chud then says, laugh my A off. They trying to discredit me. I'm a normal guy who calls you people, never been charged of dealing drugs. Don't even have a Telegram app on my phone. You never been charged because you've been getting away with it. So you see how embarrassed they are of their past and their history. So he's a low-level drug dealer. He calls himself a dope boy because he's obsessed with street culture. But when he's been outed to his new audience of good white folks, according to him, who wants to save America and America first and kick out these criminals, he's being outed and he can't take it anymore. Oh, he hates himself, man. Chud, you going to jail. People, listen, bruh. People, we have all the ammunition in the world to get Chud locked up. What are we waiting for? We should be making police reports on Chud being a drug dealer tonight. Let Chud be a lesson to a lot of y'all for why y'all gotta stop being so open when it comes to these people. Yo, people like Chud, man, yo, they're scavengers, they're vultures, bruh.
Oh, okay, I get it now. Ain't nobody making music for the dope boys out here anymore. We need this shit. I get it now.
They're trying to get in where they fit in. When being a dope boy was beneficial, when having street credibility was beneficial, when being a white boy on the block.
Is it dope boy or dope boy though? I mean, if you a dope boy, that could just be a getting money. We gonna call him a dope boy though.
That was respected, was official, was beneficial to feed his family. Oh, he was all of that. He even understood why saying the N-word wasn't cool, right? Here is Chud, by the way, explaining.
This is 2019. Hold on. I stepped away from the computer for a second, so I kind of missed a couple of things.
Wasn't cool, right? Here is Chud, by the way, explaining.
It's 2019.
Why people saying the N-word is not okay. All right. So Chud writes, literally just had a big comment in my DMs just now and try comparing the word, we can't say it on YouTube, but the R word with the N word. It effed me up. Now, this is him talking to this dude, by the way, right? Who, again, they're both dope boys. So he says, this chick tried to compare the R word with the N word. It effed me up. As if they were even close to the same.
Straight grifter.
One is rooted in honest linguistic usage. One is rooted in pure hate and dehumanization of an entire race of people. MFs are delusional. And this is why I don't argue with these people, man. When y'all want to waste your breath and say, no, you can't say the N-word. No, the N-word is not just a number word. It's not freedom of speech. When y'all want to waste your breath and argue, you're arguing with people who understand why the N-word is bad to say. You're arguing with people who understand why the N-word isn't just a word. They understand exactly why it's hateful, but they're still gonna, which is why I don't even waste my breath to argue with them, bro. No, we just get in the field and get busy. Look.
Is that right, Poetic Jala?
Explain again why the N-word is bad to say. He says the R word and the N word is not the same, right? They're not even close to the same. One is rooted in honest linguistic usage. One is rooted in pure hate and dehumanization of an entire race of people. MFs are delusional. Not only is Chud defrauding these good white people out of their money to feed his son, right? Because come to find out, you don't even have custody of your son. So you're just taking that money and feeding yourself, man. All right, gluttony. But wait till these good white people find out, Chud, that you were a dope boy who love rap music, who sold drugs to the community, and you somehow understood that using the N-word was bad. Now let's compare the Chud we just seen and heard.
Right. Completely flipped the script.
The grifter who
180.
No, let's compare Dalton. That was Dalton in
Dalton.
the past. Let's compare Dalton, the liberal who sold drugs and loved black people. Let's compare that Dalton to the new grifter on our timelines called Chud the Builder.
Chud the Builder.
Your right to free speech, but you go in certain neighborhoods around certain people, I just can't support that anymore.
And he has a polo beanie on. Take that shit off and put some USPA on, nigga. Take that shit off and put some USPA on, nigga. And cut that mustache off, cause you got that from old boy. You ain't even really cut like that, bro. You see an old boy with the same mustache, and you grew out your shit. Take that motherfucking polo beanie off your head, nigga. Black people wear polo. Nah, white people wear polo too. That's really their brand. but we know black folk. But white people got they version of polo. Black people got their version of polo. That's black polo right there. Take it off, nigga.
Okay, well, so you're okay with giving up your rights in certain neighborhoods around certain people? You're cool with it not being America there? We're taking our country back. Do you understand this? It's America first. Not America here and then, well, we just ignore that corner over there because I'm too to go over there and express my rights and exercise my freedoms. Oh, if you go over there and do that, bro, oh, I can't support you anymore. I didn't want your support. You're a bitch. We're taking the country back. Steve Irwin,
is that right? You're actually not. You're actually not. Let's see. Oh my goodness! Alone one race. 61%. Anyways, my point is, white people are actually 58%. 59.2% of the population. You say you're taking this country back over, right? Right. You're actually on a downtrend. Buddy. Who's actually on pace to take over this country is the Mexicans. We're all in danger. You know what I'm saying? This is for to become New Mexico. Literally. Y'all ain't taking back shit. Fuck nigga.
Jump on the Crocs.
Y'all on a downtrend.
Wrap the mouth with the tape.
And they know this.
We're not scared of you
and white
anymore. Folks,
they know this shit, bro. They know this. They're becoming a minority. Imagine when white people become the minority. You know what I'm saying? They are petrified. You know what I'm saying?
We're having fun with this.
He's trying so hard to be this spokesperson for racist white folks, but they don't rock with him. Like, they don't respect him at all. So he goes, I wish we... So he responds back to this post where they go, I wish we had a white man that would stand up for white people. So he goes, I'm right here. This is just thirsty, Chud. Chud, this is thirsty, man. You gotta play... Oh, God. You gotta play...
Let me go back to this post real quick.
Post where they go, I wish we had a white man that would stand up for white people. So he goes, I'm right here. This is just thirsty, Chud. Chud, this is thirsty, man.
I mean, the post.
You gotta play.
I don't know what the post was technically trying to get at.
You gotta play it coy, just a little bit more, bro. You can't be this fanned out, man. Just thirsty.
Yeah.
Right? You gotta have some decorum when you grifting, Chud.
Niggas ain't even smart enough to make a YouTube channel, bro. Bro, you're not making no money off this internet for real unless you're on YouTube or Twitch, bro. You're just not.
So then he says, I'm right here, guys. And they go, not you, bro.
Unless you can sell something, you can sell a show, tickets. Unless you could sell something, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not making no money off this internet. Like you said, he don't get paid for X. You know what I'm saying? He doing the same shit I'm doing on Instagram, nigga. Y'all go tap on my Instagram. Instagram go crazy right now. No money on that bitch though. I gotta use my sound effect for that one. And I'ma use this one.
Yeah, they broke out in a bitch.
You know what I'm saying? Cause that's tough. I ain't broke though. I'm straight. I'm Gucci Gabbana over here to the draw sack, nigga.
I'm right here, guys. And they go, not
I
you.
ain't rich, so technically I am broke. But I ain't broke though. I'm doing better than a lot of these niggas.
Dude, bro, we
damn
don't
sure.
respect you, bud. We don't respect you, bud. Not you, bro. Sorry. Mm-mm. You're not our type of white guy. This is just sick, man. This is just.
Wait, let me see that.
Bud,
Not you, bro. Gotta use the boom for that one.
don't respect you, bud. Not you, bro. Sorry.
And then they posted. And then they posted a picture of them, side by side.
We don't respect you, bud. Not you, bro. Sorry. Mm-mm. You're not our type of white guy. This is just sick, man. This is just, oh my God. I don't know how much worse it's gonna get for Chud, but I have an idea because we already have a part 4 planned. So stay tuned, okay? I'm gonna create a playlist just for this series, and and send me stuff on Instagram, man. If you guys want me to cover certain, send me stuff on Instagram, bro. All right, I want to expand my horizon, and we want to really figure out who these people are and who these racists are, and make their lives as difficult as possible. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? Okay.
That GoFundMe needs to be fucking revoked, bro. And he needs to pay back double the money. And it needs to go to that woman who originally exposed him and made him lose his job. You know what I'm saying? She needs that donation money. She needs double it and give it to the victim. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know they be saying double it and give it to the next person. Double it and give it to the victim. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Fuck Chode. You know what I'm saying? And fuck your baby, nigga. Yeah, I said it. Fuck you and your baby, nigga. Because all you go do is raise that little nigga to be a dope boy, to be a racist. You know what I'm saying? And play victim. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, fuck you and your baby, nigga. Hey, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at y'all on the next one, and I'm gone. See why I pin the name. Boy, you can't make this shit up, man. Had to do some catching up on. Them was some good ones to catch up on. Chat, we probably gonna do one more. I probably won't even drop these today. I'll probably just wait and drop them tomorrow. So that way I can get a full day's worth of content in. And then we'll be working for Monday. I need to get, yeah, because that's 3 videos right there. And them shits is taking 31. That first video was like 45 minutes, bro. 39 minutes. Second one was 33. This one was 33 as well. So that's an hour and a half right there. Over it. So we gonna get about one more in. And then we probably gonna then we'll see. We'll see where we at. These shits is so long though. We can get rid of that one. I don't care so much about doing that one. Let's see what O'Shea do got going on. Hey man, if you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this live stream, man. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at TYPK. These niggas gotta pop the balloon.
Welcome to the Pan African Dating Show. Should this be a match? Should it? Let's see what they have to say. 3, 2.
Is this nigga picking a note?
1. Oh, wait! What? Oh, no!
And they have a live audience at this shit? That's wild. What's good, pimp? We ain't watching none of that. I just wanted to see what it was. Bro, this internet shit is just never ending, bro. Man, if you want to make some money, y'all, hop on this bitch, man. It just talk about what's controversy and trending, bro. Swear.
I happen to be.
This shit is never ending, bro. You'll never run out of content, bro.
I happened to be strolling on Twitter when I came across your favorite YouTube duo.
Who's
Hodge
that?
Twins. And they
Yeah,
had a
fuck
post
no.
I thought was interesting. It was about immigrants. Now,
Is that
this
right?
particular post was from the Netherlands, all right? The study was performed in the Netherlands. And it
Okay.
says that people that move to the Netherlands, their contribution in dollars is a lot of money. So let's look at North
Is that
America.
right?
So people coming from the States, Canada, I wouldn't say Mexico, but from those two, they add $573,000 per year. People coming from Scandinavia, that would be like countries like Norway, Sweden, places like that.
But that's not a
they add
lot.
that money. Oceania, I believe it's like Australia, New Zealand, Japan, and the UK. All of these immigrants moving to the Netherlands bring all of this development. They add this money per lifetime. Now, those who don't
Per lifetime,
Somalia,
lifetime
it
contribution
costs
per immigrant.
the Dutch
Okay.
$1.1 negative million per individual.
That's crazy.
Caribbean, okay, and then you know that the Dutch has the Dutch Antilles and places like that.
Somalia.
600 negative 675,000. Sub-Saharan Africa, you can see it, but the biggest number, Somalians are the biggest cash wasters per person in the Netherlands.
Is that right?
So I had to go and check to see if this study was correct because I didn't know if it was made up or if it was AI. But I found out something that was interesting. The data actually comes from a report called The Long-Term Fiscal Impact of Immigrants in the Netherlands, differentiated by motive, source, region, and generation. Lead author is Jan van de Beek, which is a Dutch researcher known for focusing on the fiscal costs of immigration. Now, basically what we saw was the positive numbers. Groups on average that pay more in taxes than they receive in benefits. This is like, for example, typically high-skilled labor migrants from Western or East Asian countries. And the negative numbers on average receive more benefits than they pay in taxes. These are refugees or family migrants who may face barriers to the labor market. And so when the Hodge twins put this up, they may have been looking for a response from the American public, but the issue with this was that this represented the Netherlands, not necessarily the United States. But the question is, would we see similar numbers in Minnesota or Ohio where the Somalians are at?
Let's see it.
So I tried to really research to see if the Somali community's impact on Minnesota is positive or negative. And to be honest, it was a mixed bag. I even looked on Google certain AIs and things like that. What I found out was
Hey, bro, y'all gotta be careful with this AI shit, bro. I started taking my real estate course, right? And I'm over here on the multiple choice questions. I'm copy and pasting the question into ChatGPT, and I'm getting two different answers between Google and ChatGPT. And then I go to check the answers. Some of the answers are wrong that ChatGPT be giving me, bro. So you gotta be careful, man.
positive or negative. And to be honest, it was a mixed bag. I even looked on Google certain AIs and things like that. What I found out was problematic and positive. let's talk about the problematic stuff. The same issues that happen in the Netherlands with the Somali community will happen also in America. Some of those people will not be able to speak Dutch in the Netherlands, and they will also not be able to speak English in America. Which
So
would
Somali
limit,
is Dutch?
you know, their opportunities in the workforce. And so if you're coming from Somalia and you may be able to speak French, but you have a broken educational system, it's going to take you some time to get acclimated, and then you need to have kids and stuff like that so that they...
That's really crazy though. Like a lot of that's like I would say that's the next biggest, second biggest language would be French and shit for like black people like outside of America. I don't know how true that is though. That's kind of my perspective though of what I've been seeing. A lot of French. Like even but Haiti, they speak French too, don't they? Creole. That's French, ain't it?
And you may be able to speak French, but you have a broken educational system. It's going to take you some time to get acclimated, and then you need to have kids and stuff like that so that they can speak English and they can go through the educational system, and that takes thousands and thousands of dollars to do so. On the other hand, you see that they have brought these Somalian-owned businesses, which has, you know, transformed certain neighborhoods like the Cedar Riverside area and St. Cloud, and they've, you know, built their own shopping malls, and they're in the healthcare and manufacturing, food processing and things like that. They're taking up jobs that nobody else wants, all right? And so that's the one thing that I found out. And still, like I said, it depends on the AI. But
that would be contributing to the society more than they would be taking if they're creating their own businesses and whatnot.
I will say that situations like this don't make it better.
Proud to be a freeloader. I get.
Why he looked just like the dude in that was that really him? Hold on, I think O'Shea Duke be coupled. We have 421. I think O'Shea Duke be like these be like AI generated clips and pictures. I don't know if these is real people. Hold on, let's go back. Cause that hairline, boy, he look just like this nigga. Hey yo, alright, let's go back. 421.
Everything freeloader. I get everything for free while you work 50 hours a week.
So again, I talked about this guy already, and he's making...
Yeah, see, but my thing is though, if you're smart with your 50 hours a week, your 40 hours a week, you're smart with your money, you good with your money, you can invest your money and become more successful than the freeloader who's happy to be a freeloader and doesn't have to work because you're not doing nothing with your time. You know what I'm saying? You're just being a bum, bro. You know what I'm saying? That person that's working, you know, the average person, they're fucked up though. You know what I'm saying? Life is hard because expenses, children, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. But if you're able to use your job as leverage, bro, you can get way further ahead and be way more successful than a fucking freeloader who's happy to be a freeloader and is not doing nothing with themselves. Because it's not even like you can do something with yourself if you want to continue to be a freeloader, though. You know what I'm saying? Because after you become something for yourself, you can no longer be that. The government takes that away from you. You know what I'm saying?
50 hours a week.
So again, I talked about this guy already, and he's making a video talking about he's proud to be a freeloader.
Boy, yo,
sit your ass down, boy.
And because of stuff like this and what's going on,
He already
sit
down. God damn it, stand up and pick up a fucking shovel or something, nigga. A tool, nigga. Do something, nigga. Get off your ass.
Like, in comparison to the other guys from the Horn of Africa, Djibouti, Eritrea, Ethiopia,
Djibouti.
those guys typically
That's real. That's real. Djibouti. Cause I don't know a whole lot about Africa and all the different countries and tribes and nationalities, whatever the fuck y'all want to classify yourself as. I just remember Djibouti from a child, and that was like a joke or something. That shit real.
From the Horn of Africa, Djibouti, Eritrea, Ethiopia.
Djibouti.
And those guys typically stay under wraps. Now you have other
learn something new every day, man.
Communities, because what's happening is that, you know, people are attacking At least some folks, all immigrants, all right? So people who descend or come from those immigrant communities are now speaking out against the Somali community.
When these Somali refugees entered the United States during the Biden-Harris administration, they were not only provided an opportunity, they were provided financial stability. The Asian refugees, the Southeast Asian ones who entered the United States back in the late 70s, early 80s, were only given an opportunity. From there on, okay, we took that opportunity and multiplied it tenfold. We were grateful, we were humbled. We made sure that that one opportunity of freedom that we got, we never took it for granted.
Now, she's defending her position,
Is that
hard
right?
work, and all of that. But listen to this.
That is the reason why you should never put us in the same categories as these Somali refugees who entered the United States, or anybody at that who
Is
entered
that
the United
right?
States of America, feeling they are entitled to anything, because that's not how things work. You were provided an opportunity. From that opportunity, you were supposed to do what you had to do. You worked those hard jobs, you saved up, and from there on, you built a life here in America. You didn't ask for a handout, because that is not something you do to burden the people who provided you the opportunity. No one should be burdened.
Yeah, don't be racist towards black people when you get over here, because they're the ones set it up this way.
By your presence here in America.
So she's saying, listen, you guys are blowing your opportunity. The country gave you an opportunity. You are not taking the opportunity as a community as
She ain't
we
lying.
did. What's
She
happening
ain't
now
lying.
is that America is looking at you as a burden, okay? You don't want to work the hard jobs, do what is necessary. You don't want to do that. So now everybody...
See, that's one thing you can't say about the Hispanics, though, bro. They get over here and they work and they do the jobs folks don't want to do, bro. They building houses, they pouring concrete. I ain't gonna say they too much plumbers. I don't know. I've seen a couple Mexican plumbers here and there though, but yeah, they work hard, man. They do.
Else is putting you next to all of the rest of us immigrants when we came here under harsh conditions, but you should never come to a country and the country needs to suffer as a result of you being there. All right, never put us in the same category. Now, even though this is Americans saying this is the same language that we're seeing in this, Netherlands study, which is every Somali migrant coming there is costing them over a lifetime negative $1.1 million, right? Net migration. This is what you're saying. But then the Somalis would come back to some of this criticism.
At the end of the day, Uncle Sam's gonna get his money, and that's taxes. So that's one of the things, one of the policies, or one of the points in the immigration policy that is
She gotta be mixed.
Trying to decide, how many immigrants are allowed to matriculate into the United States.
Okay, this is actually right. Like, the United States does bring people
She gotta be like Asian and white or something. That don't matter
to fill
though.
these jobs. And then obviously what happens in with a lot of these people that come over to
But
America.
she grew up in America. Her parents is probably first generation or something.
The United States.
Okay, this is actually right. Like, the United States does bring people over to fill these jobs. And then obviously what happens in with a lot of these people that come over to America, you're gonna eventually, because the American system is based off meritocracy, you're gonna get some people that have great talent and they're gonna be able to become market makers. That's the beautiful thing about America. If you come over, you're not educated, you're not smart, but you're talented. Merging that into the American system where you can get scholarships, you can get help if you want to work hard, you can make it. And that's the great thing about the American system. But this point that she makes is important.
Number two is the declining birth rate of the United States. And in general, a lot of Western countries and empires have declining birth rate, and America is not an exception. There's actually some studies that just recently came out about just the alarming rate with which the U.S. birth rate is declining. So in order to compensate for that, because
Man, this is true.
The baby boomers are retiring, they're out of the workforce, you're gonna need bodies to replace that.
Well, you gotta think though, like she said, baby boomers. I think that was a generation where niggas was grannies was having 5. Hell, my grandma I got 4 uncles. Hell, I think on my mama's side, she only got 1 sister, and that's all she got. But I think like her parents got hella, like I know my grandpa on my mama's side, he got like hella siblings, bro. And it's like his mama or whatever, like they mamas whatever had like hella kids. Like hella kids. You know what I'm saying? Times is not like that no more. And you know, times is rougher now. Social media is in effect and shit. There's a lot of factors as to why we are declining as far as births go and whatnot, you know. There's no incentive. There's no stability. You know what I'm saying? A man back then could work one job and still take care of all that. You can't do that shit these days, man. You cannot do that. You need both incomes, you know.
And if you're not having enough babies to replace the population that is dying off or retiring from the workforce, once again,
and that might be just a once in a generation. That might be a one generation thing, bro. Honestly, you know what I'm saying. We may never see that. I ain't gonna say never. There might be another time in history where it may be a while though. It's definitely gonna be a while. May not be my lifetime, where there's a boomer of influx of you're incentivized or whatnot to have all these babies. You know what I'm saying? Like I think back then they was incentivized to have them kids. Like the government would even help them though. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays people just have kids so they can be a freeloader. You know what I'm saying? These bitches.
enough babies to replace the population that is dying off or retiring from the workforce. Once again, everything leads back to money, tax.
So it may not be completely scary that it's declining like that, but time will tell. Time will tell. You know what I'm saying? But that's one of the reasons to why it is. People are not having that influx of kids no more.
You're gonna need new fresh bodies to replace that.
Baby after baby.
Immigration.
So she says, listen, the United States population is declining, so they must replace people to, keep the tax base up. And we already know that's true. You don't believe that?
True.
Look at some of these.
To keep profits going and all that, because this is a capitalist society. So,
states that are having a declining
gotta
tax
have
base.
immigrants.
Look at Illinois. That's why they're probably.
But this is what America is at this point in time. There's no more slavery. Laws is friendly. This is the land of the free, apparently. You know what I'm saying? This is a mixed country, an artificial society, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, at this point, you know what I'm saying, there's going to be immigrants. America is at risk of a specific race taking over the country as far as the majority share. And right now, majority share is still white people, and that's on a decline. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of white people were the ones having all those children back then. You know what I'm saying? So that's something else you got to think about. You know what I'm saying?
Taxes so high. Look at Ohio, okay? Look at Michigan. A lot of the Midwest has left, going towards, Florida, Texas. You're seeing the Cal exit thing, California, people getting out of California. And so what happens is
California
if you are a state
crazy.
and, you don't have people to support the tax base, well, then what do you got to do? You got to bring somebody else to do so into the country to replace those tax bases and, again, educate those people, reinvest.
That's not a very stable way of doing it, though. That's not a very stable way of doing it, though. If you got to rely on immigrants to keep your profits up, because that's at the end of the day, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. This gonna be even harder. The country gonna go to even more debt. You know what I'm saying? That's not necessarily sustainable if you're relying on immigrants. You know what I'm saying? But America is one of those only countries and the biggest countries to where immigrants can come here like that. Like as far as like the way this country is set up, you can't just go to Canada like you can come here. You know what I'm saying? And have the same type of freedoms and shit. Hell, I think in Canada, that's the UK or something. If you say something online, bro, they can lock you up for that. They can lock you up for that in the UK for saying certain shit online.
Base. Well, then what do you got to do? You got to bring somebody else to do so into the country to replace those tax bases and, again, educate those people, reinvest into those people, and then eventually they have kids there, they have citizens there.
That sounds like the government getting themselves into a pickle. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing to do with me.
And then obviously,
just don't offload the excess expenses onto me.
so then they become your taxpaying
You know what I'm
citizens.
saying? The difference
However,
onto me.
Let me just say, like all of
That's
this
what they do, though.
is right and can be right. The problem is this: once you bring a lot of attention to yourself, people start looking for things to dig up, and you see how the Hodge twins put this up on.
Well, what the Hodge twins done was and if you go to that list, it's majority, all but one was like an African country, bro. You know what I'm saying? One of them was like Hispanic. All but one was African countries.
You know, their community tab on their.
So you know their agenda. You know their agenda. And then it was white countries and going to the Netherlands, North America. You know, ain't no niggas going out there like that influx to, you know what I'm saying, on average. You know what I'm saying? So
Twitter post, they didn't really
you know their agenda there.
as if this was a Netherlands
Yeah,
thing.
let's look at it. Latin America, that's Hispanic. You got Middle East, okay. Caribbean, ain't that black folks. Somalia, that's black folks. Sub-Saharan, that's black folk. Central and North Africa, that's probably black folks. You know what I'm saying? So North America, Scandinavia, I don't know what they are. Probably white. Oceania, I'm not sure what they are. Probably white. The UK, and then you got Japan. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what the Hodge twins agenda is here.
Wow. So what they would do is, if somebody would read this being dumb, you would say, oh, this is what we're spending in America. So every Caribbean that comes to America, we're spending a negative $675,000. Every person coming from the Middle East, we're spending negative $625.
Yeah,
Latin America, we're spending negative $271. And you think that's America, but really it's the Netherlands. And so because of what Somalis or some of their people in the community have done, now you're making it worse for all other immigrants. It was already bad, but this is taking the cake. And so some of your failures as a community, it's now having an effect on other people. And like, Somalis gotta understand this. What they do, their successes, they can claim them. Your failures touch everybody else. If it continues to go like this, everybody else will continue to come against you. They will continue to denounce you. That means the South Asian community, that means other Africans, that means other Hispanics, because I'm gonna tell you like this, nobody will stand with a group if it makes them look bad. We've already seen that right now with the Africans and Caribbean saying, hey, no, I'm not Black American, leave me out of this. But you also see that with the Africans. I'm not Nigerian, I'm not Ghanaian, I'm this. So people are really gonna disassociate themselves from the Somali and whatever struggle they're going through. And it's unfair to—
Bro, why do them Somali niggas look like that though? They look different than other Africans and Americans. They got a specific type of facial feature about them.
Those people who work hard in the Somali community, who are getting it as they live, there are plenty of them that are nurses, some of those who are doctors, some of those people who are business people to go to law school. It's gonna look bad on them, and those people are the ones that are actually really working for something great. And when you get people out here like the guy who's trolling all the time, it just makes it look bad for your entire community, and you try to defend it, and it doesn't matter because somebody like the Hodge twins can just grab this and spread misinformation. And the reason why people want to believe it is because of what they can already prove. They can already prove that the Somali community in Minnesota is problematic to a certain degree. There's evidence of that. There's evidence of the scams. There's evidence of crimes. There's evidence of welfare fraud. There's too much evidence, not only in just Minnesota, but it's evident in Columbus, Ohio. Now people are comparing notes. Then you get some guys like this who are not that bright and just post this up there. And then what they start doing is start trying to see, well, how are they doing in other countries? What about Somalis in the Netherlands? What about Somalis, like I said, in Scandinavia? How are the Somalis doing in the UK? And so people start trying to compare notes, right? Because American Somalis, that's one thing, but then people start fact checking what's going on in the UK. People start fact checking what's going on in Canada. And if you start seeing those similar problems happening all across the countries, what will happen is the same thing that I've seen happen with some Ugandans or certain Africans in Dubai. They just stop accepting you over time. They just say, listen, we're going to blacklist this particular country. We will not bring them to this country anymore. We will not, because they are a risk. And it may not be true. The bad publicity is terrible. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Shitty Jackson back at it again.
Hey man, yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We on the road to 100K. Okay, if you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, just slap the dog shit about yourself, cause that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. You know it. You know it. So quit playing. You know it. Especially if you've been watching for a minute now. You know it. Slap the shit out yourself, boy. Hey, I'll go on, man. Oh, boy. Chat. I think it's time for me to get up off here, man. It's 12 o'clock. I gotta get up in the morning, man. I'm gonna go to this house. Do some work. Rip this, screen and this, this insect screen, what they call it, what they be calling it. Yeah, I'm gonna call it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Them insect screens, patio screens type shit. I rip that off and rip the trim off so that we can get it re-screened and re-trimmed and then painted. I might fuck around, try to do that all tomorrow. I don't know. I know I'll be moving hella slow and be procrastinating like a bitch, so ain't no telling. But I'ma definitely get it ripped off for sure. Probably ain't gonna get it trimmed and all that and get paint, cause I'd have to go to the store, and yeah, that's gonna be a process. Go to Lowe's and whatnot. But yeah, man, I'm gonna drop these videos tomorrow, man, so y'all be on the lookout for them. If y'all just now tuning in and missed the other ones or whatever the case, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you might not even want to watch them after watching the stream. Who knows? Maybe you will, though. But they'll be out tomorrow, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get at you on the next one, dog. I may go live. Going live is like the only way I can sit here and fucking, not procrastinate on recording videos, because I've been doing that lately, and it's just because I've been wanting to chill. Not all the time I feel like being on camera and shit. This is really like, it takes a lot of energy, you know what I'm saying? Making 30-minute reactions, talking for like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it may not seem like a lot of work, but it's taxing on the mental. You know what I'm saying? Especially when fucking niggas want to come in here and hate and watch the entire stream. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm talking about you, nigga. Yeah, I'm talking about you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn, though. I ain't gotta prove myself to nobody, man. I'm him wrong. So you better come correct in real life. You know what I'm saying? Or get smacked. Get the dog shit slapped about yourself, nigga. Hey, man, I fucks with y'all for fucking with me, though, you know?